walk away,
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Pocono NASCAR. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. How's everybody feeling out there? Check.
I don't know who that band is. They're really good.
How y'all doing this morning?
Good morning. How are we doing, Pocono? Can you hear me out here okay? Have we had our coffee this morning? I think we're ready. This is a big day today. We've got Todd Bodine. He's up on stage. Now, it's not every weekend that we get to see Todd Bodine, but this is a special weekend. It's a milestone for him, as all of you guys know. Yes, race fans, come on down here to the M&M fan stage. If you're hearing the fanfare, we're hanging out. By the way, my name is Monica Palumbo. But a big day. You're making your 800th start here in the Truck Series. It's a special day. We've got a special check presentation. Pocono Raceway CEO Nick Gadowski, take it away.
How you doing? Just a second.
Oh, that's bad feedback.
Todd, you know, very long, illustrious career. Very proud of you. 30 years in the sport and National Series. Got a few gifts for you here today. The first one is a gift basket from Pocono Organics, full of the finest CBD products known on the face of the earth. It's the cleanest and finest CBD. We grow it right here in Long Pond and put them together right over in the farm across the street. So I know we talked about that to ease some of the bumps and bruises and aches and pains of 30 years in the sport.
I really appreciate this, but me and Jan already spent a few $100 over there the other day. So well, thank you very much.
We got a lot of capital here. It should keep you healthy for a long time. And then the last one is, we know we have a tradition. We don't like giving rocking chairs. We don't like giving gag gifts or anything like that. We like doing something meaningful, and that means something for you. So we know you're passionate and have a lot of friends that are affected by autism. So what we're going to do is for each of your 800 starts over the course of 30 years, we're going to donate $24,000 to the East Stroudsburg University Autism Center. This will be paid out, and we're going with 8 and 3s here. This will be paid out in $3,000 increments over the course of 8 years. So, wow. Congratulations. We might be his last race, but I don't know. Wink, wink. It might not be either.
Oh my God! Thank you, Nick. This, I don't know what to say. This is incredible. You know, it is. A lot of people in this world are affected by autism, and we don't do enough about it. And my friends and we really got involved because of Stuart, my teammate, Stuart Friesen, and his son. So thank you. We appreciate it. Boy, that's crazy.
Our pleasure. Wish it's something we never had to do, but happy we can help.
Put your hands together. They look $24,000 to ESU Autism Education Center. This is fantastic. $800 times 30 years Todd Bodine has had in the NASCAR series.
Thank you all for coming out.
We appreciate you. We're going to hang out here for a little bit with the race fans while we're here.
A little bit.
But this is a big day. This is your 800th start. There's only, what, a few people that have made this milestone.
I will be the 28th driver to get this done. Can't believe 800 races. I mean, it seems like yesterday we got started. It's a lot of laps. Holy cow. But you know what? I'm very blessed to have been able to earn a living and doing something I love to do. You know, not a lot of people in this world can say that, and met a lot of great people along the way, had a lot of great times, and to be able to cap this whole thing off right here at Pocono, which is really my second home, it's a good deal.
Yeah, I know you've been up early this morning kind of taking the day in, but your 800 start, like you said, many races, many years. What do you think is in store for you today? I know it's a lot of remembering your career as well.
Well, hopefully a checkered flag, right?
Yeah.
Now, you know, this whole journey, these 6 races that we've done, it's been about just celebration. You know, celebrating what I've done in the past, celebrating with friends. We've had a lot of friends come to these races, and you know, it's not I hate to say this, but it's not about winning this race. It's about going out there, going in circles and having fun. Something I've done my whole life, and I want to go out and just do the same thing and enjoy it. Got all our friends here, and that's what makes this whole thing, this whole journey special.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you retired in 2012. You did kind of like a part-time series between 2013 and 2017, but how in the world did they get you back this year? We're all so excited to see him back at the track.
Well, it started a couple years ago. A friend of mine said, you realize you have 794 starts. You only need 6 to get 800. Okay, well, no big deal. We kind of thought about it a little bit, said, that would be pretty cool to get to 800. And Janet, my wife, would actually talk with Marcus Lemonis a couple years ago, and we started the process, and then COVID hit, and we just kind of fell by the wayside. And this last fall, Marcus tweeted it out, Team Onion fans, give me 800 reasons to sponsor Team Onion, we'll do it.
It was a social media stunt.
Yeah. Well, he ended up with 17,000 reasons. So the first one that texted me was Stuart Friesen. And he said, "Is this for real?" I said, "I guess it's for real." Marcus Lemonis put it out there, so
it's for real.
He texted his owner, Chris Larson, called back and said, "Look, we want to do this with you." And so here we are. They did it with me, and this is the last race.
This is put your hands together, Todd Bodine. Well, tell us though, what has these last 6 races, what does it feel like to be back behind the wheel in the truck?
It's so much fun. It really is. One thing I got the question, how long did it take to knock the rust off, right? How long did it get going? Well, it was about 2 laps. And we were at Las Vegas. Las Vegas, you run around there in the truck wide open. And it took me a couple laps to get the nerve up to go wide open. But once I did, and then when we got in a race, it was like riding a bicycle.
That's great.
Comes right back. Yes. These guys in this truck series now, they're young guys, right? And they know one thing, and that's wide open. So this is a tough series to race in. And, to be competitive is all we really wanted to do, and we've done that against these guys.
Absolutely. Hey, and 2 laps, that's nothing, right?
Yeah,
to knock the dust off. And like you said, all these young guns, all these young drivers are up and coming in the truck series. Have they been coming to you when you're racing for advice?
Yeah, that's the one thing that I've always really been proud of. These guys, a lot of them come to me for advice, for some coaching, help at new tracks that they haven't been to. And, with my job on Fox now doing a pre-race show, I don't get to the racetrack, so most of them call during the week and we'll get together and we'll study some films. But, I enjoy doing that. When I started racing, we had practice qualifying and all that. But when I had a question, when I was lost or needed to know something, I always went to Mark Martin. If my brothers weren't around, I went to Mark Martin. And Mark was always gracious and told me exactly what I had to do and how to be fast and the right things to do. And I'm very conscious about passing that down and to the next generation. So I was very fortunate, and I'm trying to do the same thing with other kids.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, has Zane Smith been coming to you?
It happened that 2 weeks later, Michael Waltrip was going to Goodwood in England to race. So they needed somebody to fill in for a truck race in the booth, and it was Iowa. And I had quit racing. The producer called me up and said, "Hey, you want to sit in for Michael?" I said, "I'll do it. I got nothing else to do," right? So I went to Iowa, did it, and loved it, had a blast. And I've been working for Fox Sports ever since. Fortunately, to have this pre-race show and do it with Caitlin Vincey and Trevor Bain, it's just been so much fun. I think I'm on my 7th or 8th year now, something like that with it. And I'll stay there as long as they'll have me.
Yeah, I know that we watch it from home. I have it recorded. Me and my boys watch the hub and everything. But how's it like? How many days a week are you able to get in there, and prep for this show?
Well, actually, it's not as bad as you would think.
The magical things of TV, right?
Yeah. Doing the hub, I only have a 6-minute segment, so it only takes me a couple hours to prep for that. And then for the pre-race show, usually half a day or so, prepping and doing through notes, and then production meetings, everything that goes with it. So it's not as bad as you would think, and it's just a lot of fun, so I enjoy it.
Well, we love seeing you out there. But let's talk about today, your 800th start. And I know everyone's been asking. I saw an interview with Bob Pockris. You know, you say never. Do you think there might be an 801 ever?
I don't know.
Do it at
I
walk-in.
know if Janet had her way, we'd be going every week. She loves racing.
She loves being out here at the track.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm never going to say never, do it again. But the reality is, you know, next year I'll be 59 years old. And in racing terms, that's ancient, you know? And it's hard to race against these young kids. And the other part of it is it takes a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, we'd have to get a sponsor. But the main thing is, I don't want to do anything to mess up my job with Fox.
Right.
I enjoy that, and I love doing it, and I want to do it for a long time. So you never know. We might come back and do a couple, but 800 is a nice round number.
Absolutely. And this is a special day for you. I know you've had a decorated career, 2 championships, a lot of wins throughout all series. Was there a particular win that just is so memorable to you that stands out in your mind?
Well, I mean, you're right. I've had so many great memories in the sport, so many great times. But I think one that really stands out is 1992, the very first Busch race at Michigan. There's 11 Cup drivers entered in the race. And nobody gave the Busch guys a chance to even come close to winning this race. And we ended up winning the race, and the next 11 drivers were the Cup drivers. So that one was pretty special. And for the Truck Series, Atlanta, what year was it? 90 or 05 rather, 05. Mark Martin was beating us. He had half a straightaway lead on us. And coming down the end of the race, we came up on some lap trucks. Mark did, going into 1, got bottled up, and coming off of 2, I passed him for the lead 4 wide. And went on to hold him off on a green-white checker finish. And so for that, to beat my hero, go beat him 4 wide pass, that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing those stories. So we're here, of course, at the Tricky Triangle Pocono Raceway. From your perspective, tell these race fans what it's like out there.
Well, this, I mean, I know you've probably all heard this before, but it's the truth of it. You know, 3 different corners, 3 different length straightaways. It makes it very difficult for the driver and the crew chief to get the setup, to get the car or truck handling in all 3 corners. And then the motor's different for every straightaway. So it is actually a really tough racetrack to race on. It's very technical because it is so fast with 3 different corners. But at the same time, it is absolutely one of the most fun racetracks that we race at because it is such a challenge.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, you know, like you come off of turn 3, you got that long straightaway. Well, you need that straightaway just to get your breath back.
Yeah.
Because you are hauling the mail through turn 3 and right on the edge of disaster every time. So I've always enjoyed this place from the very first time I ever raced here. And I should have won a couple here in the trucks, but I didn't. Maybe today will change that.
Today might be your day,
Yeah,
making your
let's change it.
800th start here at Pocono Raceway. Thank you so much for hanging out with us
Thank
this
you.
morning. Congratulations to you on a wonderful career. Todd Bodine, he'll be over here at the Welcome Center tent, the black tent, signing autographs. Come and hang out with them. Congratulations to
Thank you,
you.
Monica. Thank you all.
How many total wins would that make for you today if you won today?
38.
38 wins. All right, go get him. Todd Bodine today. Hang out with him. He signed
There's Jeff.
Congratulations on Thank you for being an accepted friend and mentor to me about thanks for all the good times and enjoy the time. Congratulations on your career. Really made on all the respect both of those. Cheers to each of the race people that I got to be a part of the last few years. Both Todd and their songs are great. Let me know if you want to go for 801. Here, buddy.
Hey, Connell, you're going to have fun with more interest on your 800 star amazing. You're in a group of so many starters right now. You are going to be better than that. We are so happy for you. Congratulations. Let's go to 805.
Todd Bodine's last start, number 800 at Pocono.
So I think